This video covers the IGCSE Biology Objective 8.3.2 on the 2025 CAIE syllabus to state how water moves out of leaves. So let's just review the structure of a leaf, so when we talk about how water moves out of it, then we will know what we're talking about, just as a review. So the first thing we have is the vascular bundle that is made up of the xylem facing on the upward side of a leaf and the phloem facing the lower epidermis of the leaf. Then we have the mesophyll layer, which is made up of the palisade mesophyll, and below that is the spongy mesophyll with the air spaces, and then we have the guard cells that are around the stomata at the bottom of the leaf. So let's talk about water loss in plant leaves. So going to kind of work backwards. Water is going to evaporate from the surface of the mesophyll cells. So water moves out of those cells due to water potential gradient, or has come up from the xylem and is just sticking to the outside surface of the cells in water molecule size droplets. And so water is going to evaporate from the surface of the mesophyll cells. This, of course, will be due to temperature. So the hotter it is, the more water will evaporate. The cooler it is, the less water will evaporate. So that happens from both the palisade mesophyll and the spongy mesophyll cells. So liquid water will evaporate into water vapor, and the water vapor will then be in the air spaces that are in the spongy mesophyll layer. Then that water vapor is going to diffuse through the stomata between the guard cells. So because of various factors, which we will get into, the water vapor will diffuse into the atmosphere based on water potential gradient. So if the gradient is higher outside of the leaf, then the water vapor will diffuse less. If the water potential gradient is lower outside of the leaf, then the diffusion of water vapor will be much higher. And we'll talk about that a little bit later in another video. So what happens? So water is then going to travel from the xylem into the mesophyll layer to replace the diffused molecules. So basically this is a continuous water potential gradient situation. So as the water molecules leave the leaf, then the water potential gradient is lower in the spongy mesophyll section, or in the spongy mesophyll layer, and so water molecules can then move into that layer because the water potential is lower in the spongy mesophyll compared to the vascular bundle.